Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, As Above, So Below Tarot. So today I'm going to be reading about Megan Thee Stallion and Klay, and we're going to figure out how Klay feels after the breakup, okay? I did start this reading earlier, but when I rewatched it, I was like, hold on, I left out a little bit of detail. So let's go back and rehash everything that came out. So before I got on camera, I did draw the Gray's Tall card in reverse. Okay, this is basically saying that Klay feels approachable, free spirited, flexible now that he's not around Megan Thee Stallion. Okay, and then I pulled an angel card and it said retreat. Okay, I feel he felt like he needed to separate his name from Meg Thee Stallion's name. He wanted to have his own name, his own identity separate from her. He had to get away from her. Okay, and if you look closely at this picture, it looks like a married couple here, but yet they're separated. Okay, then I drew tarot. It looks like there's some miscommunication, arguments surrounding their energy. Okay, it looks like they have discussed augmentations. I know that sounds like wow, but that's what's here. They could have talked about surgeries and things like that. Not saying that she got surgeries, but there was some conversation around augmentation and beauty. Okay, he's sexually attracted to her. Okay, but it's in the Page of Wands energy, so it doesn't look like he was anything for her to be taken serious, because this is somebody who's spontaneous, somebody who's flirtatious, somebody who just goes off of a whim, and this person just wanted to have some fun, but it actually ended up turning serious. Okay, I do feel like to this day Klay feels like there was some type of miscommunication in their situation. Now he does view her as being very beautiful, very pretty, very nurturing, very motherly, okay? But then he feels like there's another side to her that's like, it gives off hoe vibes, or maybe she could be clingy, jealous. There is another side of her that we really don't know about that he does not like about her. That's why this queen is in reverse. It's almost like she has two personalities. On one side, and what we see, she's very nurturing, she's very beautiful, she's very pretty, she's very put together. But then when you have the Queen of Wands in reverse here, this is somebody who twerks all over the place, somebody who's clingy, somebody who doesn't have her own identity, someone who's bitchy, someone who's always in somebody else's business. Okay, there's something about her that he did not like. This is somebody that he could take home to his parents. This is somebody that he cannot take home to his parents. Okay, once again, I do believe that he was very sexually attracted to her. Okay, I'm not taking that away from this situation because it's here twice, but I do think that there is another female, another woman in his energy. Okay, there's someone else. Of course, there's other women that's interested in him because it's Klay Thompson or whatever his last name is. Okay, after the breakup, he did feel like he was moving on to calmer waters. He has no issue or no qualms with letting her go. He feels like it's the correct decision. He feels like he's moving in the right direction. He's moving toward peace. I do want to also put out there that the Six of Swords can stand for spirit guides. So Klay may be spiritual and he may be guided by his spirit guides or his intuition to move away from this situation. Okay, and I did I asked the universe, okay, what should Megan have known about Klay? Marriage and wedding came out. Okay, so I believe he wanted marriage or wedding. And remember what I said here, this is somebody that he cannot take home to his parents. Okay, there's something about her that he did not consider to be wife material, even though she came off as being nurturing and loving. Okay, so he did want, I think that he does want marriage and wedding. Now, I went ahead and clarified that, and the High Priestess came out. This is the highest feminine card in the deck. This is a wife. The initials B or J could be significant to him or her. Okay, but this is somebody that he wants. He wants somebody that's mysterious, that leaves little to the imagination. Someone that everybody doesn't know. Someone who's beautiful. Someone who could be the mother of his child. He wants an actual wife. Now, Meg Thee Stallion with this Queen of Cups did not quite measure up to that. Okay, especially with this Queen of Wands clarifying it in reverse. Okay, so he wants somebody that's like, you know, pure. I'm not even going to say it like, oh, this person's going to be super pure like a nun. What I'm saying is that he wants somebody that comes off as being in this light right here. Okay. I clarified again. The Empress in reverse came out. So it was like she was almost there, but she did not make the cut. This comes off once again as being very clingy, catering to him and nurturing to him and not putting as much effort into herself. And men can see that. Men can see that. Men can pick up on that. She's too focused on him and not enough focused on herself. It seemed like he could have also thought she was trying to be something that she wasn't so that the relationship could last. And in some instances, that can mean her being overly sexual or her just trying to be something that she wasn't. And it's like he picked up on it or he thought this about her. Okay, but clinginess is definitely a thing here. Not having her own identity is definitely a thing here. And I feel like he picked up on that and it didn't work. And also the Empress in reverse stands for something not progressing, something not moving forward. This relationship wasn't moving the way that he wanted it to move. Okay, so he got up and out of there. Now, the advice that the angels had for Meg Thee Stallion is, and this is for every person out there, be assertive. When you're involved with somebody, let them know exactly how you feel. Do not sugarcoat anything. Do not care if you hurt the other person's feelings, because at the end of the day, what you don't want to do is waste time or leave out of a relationship being the one hurt because you gave your whole self to somebody and they didn't match up to what you was giving them. So be assertive. That's the advice that the angels had for Meg Thee Stallion. All right, y'all. So this is how Klay possibly feels after the breakup. If y'all like this reading, please do not hesitate to hit the like, subscribe, share the video, comment below. Y'all are greatly appreciated. Y'all are beautiful. Love and light.